Now, something that's very key to the Test Drive Unlimited franchise is vehicles that you don't find in any other open world racing game. Now, this same pattern will end up continuing on to happen in TDUSC, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the vehicles that have been confirmed so far, as well as some vehicles that you can't find in any other open world racing game that is in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. So, let's get started. Now, I'm going to go over in alphabetical order, just again, all of the vehicles that we've known so far, starting off with Alfa Romeo. So most of these cars have actually been noticed in the recent The Cruiser trailer where you were at the Italian dealership. Taking a look at the list, you have the Alfa Romeo Mito, the 4C, the 4C Spider. Now, the 4C Spider is actually a vehicle that you won't find in any other open world racing game. And of course, in regular TDU fashion, you're able to open and close the roof on this vehicle. Now, continuing on, you also have the 8C and the 8C Spider as well, which you guys already know. Again, you can use the convertible option in this vehicle, and in fact, it was actually showcased in the recent The Cruiser trailer, which up on the screen I'll show you guys right now. Moving on, we have Alpine. Yes, Alpine or Alpine is in TDUSC. So taking a look, we have the A1110 in the recent The Racer trailer when the Corvette owner drives up to the workshop, walks inside, and you can actually see the vehicle there. Now, the other thing is that we also have the older one, which we haven't actually seen in action yet. However, from TD Connect, there are these dealership icons, and this is where you're going to find a lot of these icons are going to be showing us some extra information regarding vehicles that have been confirmed for the game. And while I'm saying this, I want to give a huge shout out to Leon JHK, but he's just another TU fan, and he actually covered this in one of his earlier videos, and I'll leave his channel link in the description below. But anyways, as you guys can see, we have this old Alpine A1110 that's also going to be in the game, so very nice. And if I remember correctly, this is actually one of Alain Janou's favorite cars, so I'm sure he's very excited that they got the license for this vehicle. Continuing on though, we also have the Apollo IE, which is one hell of a vehicle, and some people might not like the design of it, but honestly, as an aerospace engineer, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably one of my favorite vehicles, and in fact, to be fair, one of my favorite car brands anyways, because the Gumpert Apollo is also one hell of a stunning car that was in TDU2. Now, we're uncertain if the Gumpert Apollo is going to be in TDUSC yet. However, I would love to see that car return into TDUSC. Let's continue on. So let's take a look at the Aston Martin brand. Now, Aston Martin is one of those brands that have been in the TDU series for a very long time as well. Now, the only Aston Martin that we have confirmed so far is the DB11, which is the AM5 version, and up on the screen, as I've showed you guys before, are all the vehicles that have been confirmed. So this is the Aston Martin that's been confirmed, and it was seen in a lot of the marketing trailers for the game. But let's continue on to Audi, and this is where it gets interesting. So the first Audi we have confirmed is the R8 RWS, the second gen R8. Now you're gonna be wondering, hold on Alex, how is an Audi R8 not in any other open world racing games? Well, here's the thing. Audi actually made a rear wheel drive variant of the Audi R8, and that was called the Audi R8 RWS. Now, the fact that we have this in the game makes me pretty excited, because I can only imagine not only hitting some drifts in this vehicle, which would throw a lot of people off, as they say, why are the physics for rear-wheel drive vehicles, until they find out it's actually a RWS in the game. This is going to add some pretty exciting play, because the Huracan is also basically an R8. It has the same engine, but it's nice to know that we have the all-wheel drive variant of that V10, and then we also have the rear-wheel drive version of that V10. So it's very nice we have those two cars kind of playing together. Now, it's unsure what other R8 versions we're going to see in the game, if any at all, but the RWS is one key one that I'm really excited to play. But next we have the Q7 V12 TDI Quattro, which you might remember from TD2 was one of the vehicles that we had. Then we also have the TTRS Make 3. Now, this vehicle I'm very excited to play, because the sound designer from Kiloton, and as I've told you guys before, the sounds in this game are pretty damn good. But he said this car is actually his favorite sounding car in the game by far. It's his favorite one that he made, and I'm only imagining how good it sounds if that's what he's saying. But let's take a look at the next car manufacturer, and that's BMW. Now, the only BMW we have confirmed so far is the i8 Roadster, which honestly already is a better thing compared to TD2, which, by the way, TD2 did not have not only Porsche, but it also didn't have BMW, and it also didn't have Lamborghini, and those vehicles missing from a TD game is pretty bad. But it's nice to see that we have those brands returning to TDUSC. And of course, just like regular TDU fashion, you can open and close the roof on the BMW i8. And here's a screenshot of it, by the way, from one of the earlier newsletters. Let's go on. Next, we have Bentley. Now, we don't know what Bentley is in the game, but we do know that Bentley is a confirmed car manufacturer for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Next, let's go over Bugatti. Now, we have the 2019 Chiron 1110 Ons, which is of course a variant of the Bugatti Chiron. This was seen in one of the end screens at TDU Connect. I also put Chiron with an asterisk on it as well, but my reasoning for this is because way back in one of the earlier trailers, we found out that the Bugatti Chiron was going to be in the game. However, it doesn't really tell me that we have more than one Chiron. So I just want to say, so far we only have one Chiron confirmed. Whether or not we get more, or whether or not that was a regular Chiron in the earlier trailer, we just don't know. But I'm sure as we get closer to launch, we'll find out more about that. Let's take a look at Caterham. Yes, Caterham is another confirmed car in TDUSC, specifically the Superlight R500. And again, this is one of those vehicles that you will find out is confirmed through one of the screenshots that will show you up on the screen from TDU Connect, which is just one of those dealership, I want to say nameplates or PNG plates, whatever you want to call it, picture plates, but that's one of the other confirmed vehicles. Next, let's take a look at Chevrolet, where we have the Corvette C1, the Corvette C701 Target Top, which I'll show some more gameplay in the background right now. This has got to be one of my favorite cars. It's one of the cars I drove in TD Connect, and it sounds fabulous. Now, we also have the Camaro ZL1 1LE. Now, we haven't seen this in action at all yet. However, it was in one of the end screen trailers licensing agreement parts where it named the Corvette Stingray as well as the Camaro ZL1 1LE. Continue on though, we have the Citroen 2CV. I'm sure all of you TDU fans are very excited for this. And Kiloton, please, I would love to see a race with 2 CVs only in TDSC. It only makes sense. Whether it's on the track, whether it's around the island, anything, I don't care, but we have to see it. Now, next up, we have Dodge, where we have the 2017 Dodge Viper with the SRT package, as well as the 2018 Challenger SRT Hellcat wide body. Moving on though, we have Ferrari, which the only Ferraris that have been confirmed for the game so far came from one of my developer interviews, which on the screen you guys can see here right now if you want to go ahead and check it out. But basically, the LaFerrari Aperta, which by the way is indeed an exclusive car to TDUSC. And you're probably like, hold on Alex, the LaFerrari is another game as well. That is true, but the one in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is this one, the one where you can take the roof off, which of course you can do this in game as well. The only car that I've also confirmed from Ferrari is the F430 Scuderia Spider 16M, which TDU fans arise, that was a car in TDU too. Next we have Fiat, the Arbath 500, then Ford, which so far Ford has the most amount of vehicles confirmed for the game so far, with the F-150 SVT Raptor, the first gen. You also have the classic Ford Mustang GT, the 2018 Mustang GT. Then you also have the old Ford GT, the first gen, which was confirmed on the screen. I'll show you guys in a picture. Then of course the GT40 in the screenshot. Then we also have the regular Ford GT, well not regular, but the newest Ford GT, which is confirmed in the Together We Drive trailer. And I cannot believe I remember this all off the top of my head, just where the references are, because honestly guys, it's been 4 years in the making that we've been following this game pretty much. Anyways, continue on though, we have the Jaguar F-Type SVR first gen, which also from the Together We Drive trailer. Next up, let's go to Koenigsegg. So the only 2 Koenigseggs we have confirmed so far is the Regera and the Agera. Now we don't know specifically which models they are, but we just saw that the Regera and the Agera are in the game, and I'm very excited to find out more about that. Hopefully that's still early 2024. But next, Lamborghini. So the only Lamborghinis we have confirmed is the Huracan Performante, which you guys have seen quite a few times in the recent trailer and also very early on before. Then you also have the Diablo SV, which was confirmed way back in one of the first trailers for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Lancia, you also have the Delta HF and the Stratos that have been confirmed so far. Both these were located inside of the dealership. Then Lotus. Now, this is where it gets super interesting. The only Lotuses that have been confirmed so far have not been in any other racing game, that being the Evora GT430 Sport and the Exige Cup 380. Both of these vehicles have not been in any other racing game, and honestly, I'm so excited to drive these around the track. The Evora was found in the TD Connect hotel space, and then the Exige Cup 380 was obviously in one of the recent trailers. You guys remember the Racer. Now for Land Rover, we have obviously the Land Rover that we've been seeing from time, the Range Rover Sport SVR. McLaren, you have the 2017 720S, which I've showed you guys some gameplay before previously, and the fact that you can open and close it spoiler in the game. Thank you KC for adding that. Then you also have the MP412C, which was confirmed from this little picture plate also from TD Connect when you take a look at the map. But moving on, we have Mercedes. Now Mercedes, we have the SLK 55 AMG confirmed, which TDU fans again rise up from TDU2. Then you also have the G65 AMG G-Wagon, Nissan 370Z, and a 2012 GTR. All those vehicles confirmed as well. And now let's go on to Porsche. Now, Porsche is really interesting because we have two vehicles that are not found in other games. Starting off with the 2018 911R. Now, to be fair, this is in a set of course as a DLC, but the 911R is one of the most special Porsches or Porsche lines that you might ever hear about before. But next we have the 918 Spider, which again is another hybrid vehicle where you'll be able to upgrade its battery and all those other things associated with it. Then you have the 2018 Cayenne Turbo, and then thankfully we have the Taycan Turbo S Cross Turismo, which is the only game to have the wagon version of the Taycan. Thank you, KT. Thank you. I'm not really a huge fan of the non-wagon version, but thankfully we have that one. Next, the Shelby AC Cobra 427. Then we also have the Beetle Baja. Next, we have the 1974 Beetle that we've also seen in another screenshot. And moving on, we have the Fenner Super Sport from W Motors in TDSC. And then the last thing I want to point out is the Ferrari 488, which was a diecast car from the 2020 Dev Diary. That's to be confirmed though, because I can't really count diecast cars as confirmed vehicles. But that's the car list that we have so far for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Let me know from this car list what you guys think is going to be your favorite car in the game, or what group of vehicles is going to be your favorite. It's worth noting we're probably going to be seeing more than 100 vehicles in TDSC. Obviously not 200, but probably I'd want to guess anywhere between 100 to 150 vehicles in the game, or even 100 to 125. And as we get closer to launch, or probably when we get a lot closer to launch, Nakon and KT will announce a lot more cars towards the car list. Because right now, obviously, you do see a lot of older vehicles, and I'm sure that's not going to be the case as we get closer to launch and they start giving us more information on more vehicles. But again, that's all the car lists that we have confirmed so far at the end of 2023, guys. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe for more content. You already know what it is. I'm Alex7, and I'll see you guys on the video. I'm out, guys. Peace.